समाज विकास माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय सागाव विषय सामान्य विज्ञान इयत्ता 6वी सेमी चॅप्टर नॅचरल रिसोर्सेस एअर वॉटर अँड लँड पार्ट 3 विषय शिक्षक श्री R.A. चव्हाण सर. Yesterday we studied the second part of lesson in science natural resources air water and land. Today we are going to study the third part of our chapter. Let's go. Land. Dear students, you can see on your screen there is a one picture about the nature as well as one man-made thing. Yes, it is house. Can you tell what is land made of? Is land flat everywhere? What do you see on land? Does man produce soil or land? What has man created on land? If a deep pit is dug in the ground, what do you find there? If you deeply think about the questions and wanted to find the answers, then your answers is like land is made of soil. Land is not flat everywhere. I see on land some mountains, house, trees, farm. Man does not produce soil or land. Yeah, man has created house on land. If a deep pit is dug in the ground, I can see the layers of land. Some terrestrial animals dig burrows in the ground for shelter. This means that they use land for fulfilling their need. We also use land for farming and for building houses and roads. We make use of plants and animals in the forests that grow on land. The minerals, crude oil, and natural gases obtained from the earth are very important for us. It means that land is an important resource. Dear students, do you know that what is land made of? So let's go. Let's try this. You need to do that experiment in your house. Just look at carefully that image and I am going to read that all points you need to listen carefully. First, take a transparent plastic bottle, a handful of soil, some stones, sand, some dry leaves and water. Second, cut off the upper tapering part of bottle, put the rest of the materials in the lower part and add water. Now third point, stir the mixture truly and put it aside. You can see that image properly and you can make it same as it is. Dear students, you need to observe in the next day and answer that questions. My questions is, how does the mixture in the bottle look now? Do you see layers in it? What is seen in the different layers from the top to bottom? The land on the earth also look like this. You need to take some precautions to make that instruments or experiment and show to your parents. as well as show to your science teacher. On that screen, you can see layers of the mixture in the bottle. The first one layer is dry leaves, second soil, third sand, fourth small stones, and last big stones. But there is a one problem, and the problem is that is just an image. You need to make same instrument in your home. If a pipeline is being laid in your neighborhood, observe carefully the pits dug for this purpose. You will see some layers under the land surface. If the land has matured soil, the topmost layer is formed by the decomposition of the remains of plants and animals. This layer is called humus. It is usually found in dense forests, as well as you can see that image carefully. Humus is the topmost layer on the land, and the bottom part of the land is bedrock. Dear students, look at the image carefully. 1.8 layers of land, and now it's your turn to draw this image on your notebook and color it. The land below this is full of sand, soil, small stones, worms and insects. Soil and pieces of bedrock are found below this layer of land. This soil is immature. As that given picture, you can see further below this layer the proportion of soil decreases and that of rock increases. This is the layer of bedrock. The main minerals in the soil are derived from these rocks. As well as you can see the picture carefully, you can notice humus layer, soil layer, immature soil. It's a very important part of the layer, and as well as the most important two parts like layers of soil and small rocks and bedrock. The process of soil formation. The soil on the land is formed by a natural process. The abiotic components of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrock. That is why soil is in different regions is different. The color and the texture of soil are both determined by the bedrock. The process of soil formation. Due to the heat, cold and water of the sun, wind and rain respectively, the bedrock breaks down into pieces. Stones, sand and soil are formed from these pieces. Microbes, worms and insects are found among them. Rodents like mice and rats are also found here. The roots of tree growing on the land also help weathering of rocks. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It takes about 1,000 years for a 2.5 centimeter layer of mature soil to form. Soil can get destroyed in a short period due to floods, storms, and human activities such as mining. That is why it is necessary to conserve soil and to prevent erosion of land. The best remedy for this is to increase the green cover of the land. Erosion of land is reduced if grass, trees, and bushes are grown in it. Do you know humus is the layer formed on soil due to the decomposition of dead plants and animals by microbes. Humus supplies nutrients to the soil. Humus is also important for aerating the soil and for holding water in the soil. The proportion of humus is in the upper layer of good fertile soil is about 33% to 50%. Our next part is crude oil, petrol, diesel, natural gas, etc. Forests on land got buried underground due to the great upheavals that took place on the earth many ages ago. After that, the process of formation of fossil fuels from the remains of living things took place underground. We get fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin and other useful materials like tar and wax from the fossil fuels called crude oil. Land, water and air available on earth. Living things used land, water and air available on earth, and so does man. However, the portions of these resources that are actually put to use are very small as compared to the whole earth. Look at the following table. Even in these small proportions, the resources shown in the table care sufficient for all living things. Only it is necessary for man to control his greed. In other words, he must use these resources judiciously with the awareness that they are meant for all other living things and not just for mankind. So there is a proportion of land 29%, potable means fresh water not 3%, and oxygen is available on the earth 21%. Institutes at work. India Meteorological Department, it means IMD, was established in 1875 for studying the weather in the Indian subcontinent. The main function of this institute is to observe the weather and to make weather forecasts. This institute also conducts research related to change in weather, makes forecasts about rain, and studies the developments related to global warming. You can see on the screen there is a one picture about our IMD department. It means India Meteorological Department, ज्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये हवामानशास्त्र विभाग असे सुद्धा म्हणतो. समोरील चित्रामध्ये तुम्ही बघू शकताय, त्या बॅनर मध्ये तुम्हाला निश्चित समजत असेल की भारतीय हवामानशास्त्र विभाग आणि हिंदी मध्ये भारतीय मौसम विज्ञान विभाग अशी पाटी तिथे लावलेली आहे. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, इंडिया मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट कोठे आहे याचा तुम्ही शोध घेऊन त्याची माहिती मिळवायची आहे आणि आपल्या पालकांना तसेच शिक्षकांनाही दाखवायची आहे बरं का. What we have learned today? We learned today that important points. First, The elements available in nature which fulfill the basic needs of living things are called natural resources. Second, air, water and land are important natural resources. Third, soil has both biotic and abiotic constitutions. Next, there are many constitutions of air such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, inert gases, water vapor and dust particles. Next, the ozone layer is a protective shell of the earth. And last one, natural resources should be used carefully and sparingly. You all studied science well today. Thank you for watching. The next part will be uploaded soon.